you could create your own profile, and then you could export it for other people to use. So here, so you can go to this site, and then you click on one of these, which ones of these you want. So here's fire, life, safety. Here's electrical, telecom. Here's electrical alone. You can even get Halloween and winter. And then all you do is download it. You can just double click on them, and it will load them in automatically. Or you can also go into the toolbars here, hit this properties button right here, and import those from that list. You import it's a .btx file is what you import. For example, I built these for a client. It's an independent electrical engineer, and so he uses all of these tools. He's got all the one lines built in, the lighting symbols that he uses, the power and the signal symbols, and they're all built to match a 1/8 scale drawing by default, and you can scale them up and down from there. But he's able to produce full DD level drawings pretty much just entirely in Bluebeam without even having to touch Revit or AutoCAD or anything. Nice way to go to get some drawings marked up, and his one lines look like they were done in AutoCAD because they're just really clean and they look really good. So yeah, you can get a bunch of custom tools. These are the ones that were downloaded. This is the electrical tool set right here. So it's got a lot of tools in it. A lot of it you don't need. We'll go over that more later because you can add to these as you go if you want to. I guess actually that's the next thing on the list. To create your own, again, you go up here, and instead of hitting import, you hit add, and you can give it a name, and it'll store it in the same folder that the other ones are. And then as you're working through it, so for example, if you want to cross out some text here, I'm going to turn off my grid stamp. But you don't like this symbol really, it's not big enough, you want to make it bigger, and you want to change the color. So I brought this guy in, and now I'm going to change color from red to green. And then if I want to store this in the tool chest, all you have to do is right click and go add to tool chest. I'm going to add it to the proofreading symbols, and now, oh, looks like I already added one earlier, but now there's, and if you don't want those in there, you can actually just right click and hit delete. So you can add those very easily to your own tool chest that you already have going.
And then when you delete it off your toolbar there, does it delete it?
It removes it from the BTX, yeah. So here, or you can add your own. So I'll just add one and call it test. And now this is a brand new BTX file. I'm going to put it in the same folder, and you can have this one specifically for your tools. It's either that, or you can right click and say add to My Tools, and the nice thing about adding it to My Tools is now you have a number hotkey. So it goes 1 through 9. If I want to add markup number 1, I just hit 1 and it comes up. If I want to hit markup number 2, so it adds some hotkeys only in the My Tools list. So if there's a lot of them that you use frequently and you just want to hit a number to bring them up.
What's to stop it from just like typing a number while you're typing? I mean, you have to be in your tool. You have to be in your tool menu or something like that?
Yeah. So if you're typing, you're going to be in an actual. You're just going to see the cursor. So if I hit 1, it's going to type the 1 rather than
anywhere else. You're going to bring up that.
Yeah. If I'm not in a typing command.
So on the tools that are saved, looks like the McKinstry ones are all red here, and then the other ones that are downloaded are in black. Is there a reason for that?
The McKinstry ones were probably just made for red, just for markup purposes, so they stand out. Okay. But you can change those colors. See here, he's got blue and purple and green for his different symbols. And if you build them properly, like this, here I'm going to bring in a light fixture, and then I'm also going to bring in a junction box, and then I'm going to bring in the door contact. And if you go to the layers menu here, now you can actually turn those layers off because I built those layers into the devices. So you can do it all on one layout and then just print different versions with different layers turned on.
But they all came from the same toolbar, right?
They came from different toolbars with different layers assigned to them. So if I hover over it, you see that's layer E power.
Yeah.
The light fixture is E lighting.
Very
nice. But they're all right here. Yeah, they're all just different.
That's cool. That's very cool.
So I have a tutorial on how to create additional tools in your tool chest. So here you draw it, you group it, and then you load it in. Again, if you want to do a floor box, for example, so let's go, I'm going to go here so we can change the settings when I click on something. I'm going to draw the circle
But you couldn't just like bring in a picture from another snapshot or something.
You could probably grab a snapshot and then just add that to your tool chest, and then you could use that.
But if you grab a snapshot, you're getting whatever's behind it.
Yeah.
Where if you draw it, it shows through. And
unless it's white behind it. Then
yeah, but you'd cover something up on your new drawing.
Well, no. What he was saying is when you use a snapshot tool, if it's white behind it, it'll automatically make that translucent.
Oh.
Yeah. If I go to edit and then snapshot, so I can draw this guy here, and I can paste it back in, and now this is, see, it's transparent behind, and I can right click, add to tool chest, and now you have this image snapshot that you can use as a tool. You can also draw this, let's go here, I'll draw a rectangle now, and if you like the way it looks, let's get rid of the hatch here. No hatch. You can select it both. I used hold shift to do a selecting window, and you right click and you group it, and now you can add that group to your tool chest as well. So you've built a tool right here in the Bluebeam platform, and then you just add it as a group. You have to group it first though, because otherwise you'll get two individual pieces that you then have to piece back together.
So if you grab two different pieces, what layer would it follow?
You have to assign what layer it's on before you add it. So you can, so here I could add it to the E power layer. And then when I add it in there, it'll be, so I'll add it to my tools, for example. And now if I hover over it, it's on the layer E power.
Very nice.
Yeah, and they're grouped together. So if I ungroup these guys just for educational purposes, I highlight them both and I right click, add to tool chest, my tools. Now I get a circle and a square because they're not grouped. Yeah, layer E power. So other tools like the sequence is here. You can click, and every time you place a new one, it'll count up. Unfortunately, you can't repeat 4 twice. It'll always go to 5, but you can right click. So you gotta start the sequence over. Sequence, maybe reset the sequence there, and now you can start over again. And see if you notice how I deleted that one, and so the 3 changed to 2. And the curves, I think, is the standard one. If you're drawing a home run on an electrical fixture, you can add this guy, change the way it's drawn, just to get, you know, the nice. And if you want to change the arrowhead, you can change that as well. Maybe you want to do, you know, just different options. You can set the scale. So here,
you know what I mean? Like, so when you're CAD and you're like, what size is the arrow going to be? It's like 1/8 inch.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have that, because it would be really nice if you could change like the angle on this arrowhead, because that arrowhead's not really attractive, especially if you're used to the CAD arrowheads. But you can change the scale of it here to make it look better. So when it's on auto, it's based on the line width. So as you increase the size of the line width, you know, the line, it changes here. But you can also manually define, I want only 25%. So as I increase the size, it's only 25% of the line weight. So that's, yeah, you can kind of control it, but not really.